So let's talk about mud. If you were on for the last video, you know I've got a problem with mud in my greenhouse water tank build. Well, we're splitting off here for a look at what to do with that mud. So there's 2 buckets of it. I went to the store today and I got myself an egg beater mixer. So what's going to happen, I'm going to fill one of the buckets full of water. I'm going to mix as much as I can the mud in there so it gets really muddy and loose. I am going to then, well, before I do the mixing, I have to build something. It's fun. That there container is where I'm going to pour the mud after I use this 1/4 inch wire mesh to build a lid for that so that I can pour water through it, and any clumps or large parts that are left will strain themselves out. Any organics I can get out, and I can push the rest of the clay, actual chunks of clay, through the mesh and make sure that what's in there is mostly clayish water. I will then, after I've done both of those buckets, and they're in there, I'm going to use this screen mesh, which is, that's 1/4 inch, this is 1/8 inch, and then I'm going to use the 1/8 inch to screen out as much of the sand out of the remaining mud that I can. So that is the plan. This was like $8. The egg beater was 15 something, and the mud's free. So you got to think of it like this: clay costs a good chunk of money. To have made this mold out of clay would cost just about the same as it did for the plaster of Paris. And I spent, what was it, $30 on the plaster of Paris bag of it, and all I got was that one thing. So I figured $30 a mold is going to be kind of expensive. I should probably try something else. Free clay is the best way. Anyway, that's the general idea. I can carve things like this out of clay and probably get them to be even more intricate and detailed than with the tools I used to make that, which created a hell of a ton of dust. So yeah, I think clay is going to be the better way to go. Anyway, that is part 1. That's what I'm going to do. Part 2, I think I'll do like a stop motion, not stop motion, high speed, whatever. I'll make it go fast so you guys can see them process of pouring mud and stuff, and what to do at the time when you get the buckets moving. All right, I think I've spoken enough. Goodbye.